Miranda, I know you're here somewhere because your front door was open. It's a little odd for someone who's afraid of intruders, your baby going missing. The only reason I let myself in is because you have my nephew's daughter. So why don't you come out, just hand her over. We don't really have... Who are you? I'm Gina, Miranda's sister. Hi, Gina. Where's Miranda? Miranda's not here because this isn't her house. What do you mean this isn't Miranda's house? It's my address. My mom gave you my address. You know, the same mom that you put in prison because you double-crossed her. So I was set up. Your mother doesn't even know where Miranda is, does she? No. Nobody knows where Miranda is. But I know where you are. You know, when you said you wanted to talk to me, I could have spoken to you over the phone. But I felt like, face to face, I needed to apologize for how I spoke to you the last time. And, you know, saying that I wouldn't tell you Miranda's location if I ever found it out. I could have worded that better. And as someone who's trying to, like, better himself, I apologize. You didn't have to say that. I'm not looking for friendship or pleasantries or anything like that. I know how you feel about me, but I appreciate that. And I'm sure what you're going through doesn't help when you see me. Yeah, I don't give myself any excuses though, but you know, grief affects you. You don't make the right emotional decisions and stuff, and I'd still stand by the fact that even though Miranda did something terrible to you and ran off with your daughter, I still think that she's better off alone, away from everybody, where she can be happy doing her own thing. The less people know, the better. You still don't have any information on her? Like where she might be? Nah. Still have no info, just like everybody else. I wonder about her and I hope she's okay, but no info. Same. But I didn't come here to talk about Miranda, actually. Then what'd you come here for? If not for Miranda. You and me really don't have much else to talk about. She's the only thing we have in common. And I don't even know if we have her in common anymore. You would say that your mother is toxic, right? She's got a hard personality to deal with. She's set in her ways. Has some old school beliefs. Kind of causes you trouble every now and then. Random. But yeah, I would say my mom is a lot more toxic than most mothers. I think at one point she was absurdly toxic. Like evil toxic. But that's my mom, so... I bring this up because my uncle, at times, is not the best person to be around. And I find it hard to be around him. Well, I met your uncle, and he gives off evil vibes, no offense. Look, I know what it's like for someone outside of your family to say negative things about your family. My mom, back in the day, she could have been kicking an animal, a helpless animal, you know, and someone could have pointed that out to me and said, your mom's horrible, look at what she's doing to that animal. She never did that, but I'm saying, if she was, and I saw that, and someone said it, I would still defend her because she's my mom, you know? So I get that it might be difficult for you to hear someone say your family member who you care about is a piece of trash. I guess it's difficult for me because I wish I had the ability to let him go and cut him off and just be done with him when I feel he's toxic. I've heard how he treated Miranda, and I don't know. I can't stand here and say it was terrible because my mom said terrible things to her, but I think they're kind of similar. And I guess if you're asking how to break free of someone like that, you don't. Yeah, but you know what? I always come across the people, whether it's the people that watch the show or just people in life, who always just advise, cut them off. Just get rid of that family, move on. What about those people? Yeah, there are people that cut people off, like family. But you want to be like that? I myself don't want to be isolated, so I put up with the toxicity. Unfortunately, you're born into your family, and in my experience, it's hard to recreate that support system, so you kind of just have to deal with it. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow. I guess at one point, the only thing that broke me off from my mother and made me come to my senses was Miranda. So I didn't want to lose her. And I guess you have to love someone more than your family. Because if you don't have that, you're not gonna have the will to break free. Yeah. Get what you're saying? Your girlfriend, your new girlfriend, you think she would have the ability to make you break free of your uncle? Like if she said, don't talk to him, move away with me, you love her enough to do that? I already did that once. He was very rude to her and I cut him off. But then, I forgave him. Alright, so that's a start. I think you're suffering from the going back to family. Like you're able to cut him off, right? But you keep going back. Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know how to just stay away when it matters. Well, unfortunately the secret with that is, it's like Miranda always coming back to me. Either there's something off in your brain where there's an insecurity there, or there's part of you that likes it. Like, maybe you love your uncle, and maybe you even love his flaws, or how he talks like a villain. Yeah, I hear that. I get it. When you can figure that out, and you realize why you connect with someone and want to be with someone, then it's easier to decide whether you want to stay with them or not. But it sounds like you got a lot of soul searching before you're ever going to be able to fully cut off your uncle. Well, I know this was weird, but thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Yeah, no problem. And hey man, if he ever gets his hands on Charlotte, don't let that man take a paternity test. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't think I'm the dad. And I don't want to be the dad. I mean, I flip-flop here and there because I'm grieving a son. But I don't want to go down the road of paternity tests again. So please find her before he does, or stop him from finding her, because I don't want to go through that. Taking a paternity test is just going to remind me of a time where Junior was alive, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm finding my daughter before anyone.